Hello, gorgeous. You're listening to the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over. On this podcast, we talk about everything from dating and relationships to personal development. We also speak very candidly about the F word, and by that, I mean failure. So grab a pen, tag a friend, and let's talk about it. All of it. Undergoing, overcoming, and simply trying to make it through. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over podcast. I'm your host, Kayla, and I am so excited that you have made it back to my platform. It is now Thanksgiving week. I feel like we have been gearing up for this since like the end of October. If you've been tracking with me all month long, I have been pouring into the girl who is not so excited about ushering in the hustle and bustle of the season. On Monday, I dropped my masterclass, the 4 strategies for healing in the same place that broke you. I shared my best tips for heading home this holiday and keeping your sanity. And so today I'm going to stay on par with that. I found a quote by Shayliana Ayana. She's one of my favorite Pinterest creators. And I felt like, you know what? My people need to hear this. So whether you are at the airport and you're waiting to catch your flight home, whether you are driving into your parents' house, or you have opted to host Thanksgiving this year and you're running around your house like a madman, trying to make sure everything is in place before your guests begin to arrive, this episode, sis, is for you. So Shayliana Ayana, she stated, and I'm going to read this to make sure that we do not miss anything, okay? She says, we could spend our whole lives waiting for someone to apologize or take responsibility for how they hurt us before we decide to let go. But the problem with that scenario is we've made someone else in charge of how and when we heal. If we truly want to heal and break the cycle, we have to forget about what the other person is or isn't doing and really focus on our own process. Y'all, I got goosebumps when I read it. I was like, Shayliana, girl, you've been listening to my content. We have talked about it so many times this year about the importance of focusing on what you can control. Because that, sis, is how you take your power back. In other words, monitoring them is a distraction from healing you. And we get to take our power back this season all year long. We've been doing master classes. You've been binging my podcast. You've been hanging out with me on socials. And I have been driving home the importance of standing in your power, falling in love with yourself, recognizing that you are enough, setting boundaries, overcoming people pleasing. You were created, sis, for such a time as this. It's go time. You get to take your power back this holiday. You get to evolve. You get to evolve through avenues like therapy and coaching, through mastering those emotions, for implementing those boundaries, for exercising the ability to say no and not just go along to get along. You get to evolve. Not everybody's going to appreciate it. Not everybody's going to like it. And that's because they still have this particular version of you stuck in their heads. And I wanted to remind you that that is their problem, not yours. I've said over and over and over all year, what somebody else thinks of you is none of your business. It's go time. It's time for you to show them how much you have changed. So if you've been rocking with me, then you know I have 3 amazing Black Friday offers. They are sure to serve and support you. I'm going to link them in the show notes. You can DM me Black Friday and I'll send the information directly to your inbox. That's on Facebook, that's on Instagram, that's on TikTok, wherever you follow me or wherever you hang out with me. But I love you. And I wanted to remind you that regardless of what the other person is doing, regardless of what they have going on, you have chosen to heal. You have chosen to evolve. You have chosen to transform. Have an excellent day. Have an excellent week. Have a prosperous Thanksgiving. And I cannot wait to hear from you. I love you, girl. Goodbye. Well, gorgeous girl, that's a wrap for this episode. I hope you found value, insight, or strength. I hope something was said that gave you the courage to push on a little while longer toward the life of your dreams. If you felt motivated during this segment, screenshot this and throw it in your stories and tag me on social. That way we can keep the message going. Have an excellent day on purpose, and we, girl, will talk in the next one.